Hey, welcome, hello, thanks for joining us. It's a wrap here on the Mass Media Tribe meeting. We've had Nick Cree speak about the power of online media. We've had some phenomenal people in the room. I must say there's been amazing conversations, and here is one of the amazing people here today with us. Hello, Kerry.
Hi.
Now, Kerry, how did you find the event tonight?
Well, it's funny. I have my own travel business, and it's a franchise, and they do most of my marketing, but I still got 4 pages of notes of things, tips and hints from Nick, so it was fabulous, yeah.
Fantastic, that's great. And for people who don't know you, what's your travel business called?
Travel counsellors.
Travel counsellors, fantastic. So you've got a whole lot of notes there, that's brilliant. And you won a prize worth $150. That's awesome.
Good stuff.
That is brilliant. And what we just...
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And what would you say to anyone thinking of coming to another Mass Media Tribe event?
Come along, you'll always get something out of it, no matter what you think it's not really going to benefit you, you'll always get a few hints.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great, Kerry. Thank you so much. And where can people connect with you? Where can they find you?
Go to my website, www.travelcounsellors.com.au/Kerrie.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Kerry. Thanks for coming. Yay. That's a lovely Kerry Croft. She's amazing. And here is the amazing Paul Herman right here. Now he features in all of my media presentations because he's the man who's taking on the banks for fraud. I love his work. Hey, Paul, how are you?
G'day.
Great to see you back again. Now, you have come to all of the Mass Media Masters / Mass Media Tribe events, except for one. Except for one. That's amazing. Thank you so much for being such a loyal supporter of the events.
No worries.
And how did you find tonight's event with Nick Cree?
It was really great. Just really clever, really insightful strategies for online marketing. And, I think there's a big gulf between the way marketing was done and the way you need to do it today. So you need to really understand how social media works.
Yes, absolutely. And what's your latest mission now? What are you up to nowadays?
Well, I really need to get some wins with the banks. So I'm quite passionate about protests. So banks won't negotiate. They're just not negotiating with people who they've ripped off. So there's been some really terrible stories where banks have liquidated people for no cause, and they've never been late with payment, or so not all of them. In my case, I guess I was partly responsible, but they still fraudulently altered my documents. So that makes contracts invalid. But for me to get compensation from the banks is very difficult unless I really hurt them. So through protest is one way to hurt them, but I've become involved with the conservation movement, and I went to the action in Brisbane. So it was Rebellion Day in Brisbane. That was Tuesday before.
Okay.
Not this week.
Hey.
The week before, and it's just interesting to see how non-violent action is being orchestrated by some in the conservation movement, because they tried all the nice ways of persuading governments, and governments are corrupt, and governments take money from mining companies, they take money from the coal industry, and they betray the people. So against the will of the people, they betray the people for a few election dollars. So it's been interesting for me to see how non-violent action and these forms of protest really push the limits or really push hard. So a lot of that's not applicable for us or for people who have been victims of bank crime, but I think that people who have been affected by banks need to up the ante, and so certainly need to get a lot tougher with banks, because banks have got a hide That's,
criminal cartels.
It's just, they've got a really thick hide. And, I often say that one flea can spoil an elephant's whole day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they spoil their whole day.
Absolutely. Good on you, Paul. I love what you're doing. And you've got some Facebook groups and things happening.
Yeah.
So how can people best connect with you?
Bank rip-offs, so that's the Facebook page. There's also a group of the same name, so people can connect through Facebook, and we've got a website of the same name as well.
Bank rip-offs, love it.
And there's some tips on how to deal with banks. So if you have been really adversely affected by a bank, and there's terrible stories out there. Like people have been emailing me about somebody had $1 million taken out of their account. So it was probably a fraudster, and the bank doesn't want to know about them. They just don't care. They offered them $10,000 as compensation, and their account should be secure. It's terrible. Maybe it was an employee that took the $1 million. We don't know, and there's been cases where that's happened, and the bank just doesn't give a shit.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, Paul, just before you run off, what are some specific things you got out of tonight for those that couldn't join us? Hello, Christopher.
I guess the thing, my next project is to run crowdfunding campaigns. So because I've been putting my own money into it, and it's got to the point where I can't afford to feed myself or pay the rent. So raising funds through crowdfunding, it's very similar to a business selling something. So we need to sell our story and get help from the community for. This is a community project that I'm running, so I need to get some support from the community.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, Paul. Keep up the great work. I do believe in the power of one, and I believe in you, Paul. You're amazing. Keep it up. You've been on A Current Affair, Gold Coast Bulletin, 2GB, all over the place. So keep up the fight.
In the media
yes, absolutely. Okay. Thank you so much, Paul. That's brilliant. Thank you. And Daryl. Oh, Daryl, how'd you find tonight?
It was fantastic. Great. I've been here all day because I was here.
You are brilliant.
Full day. Mass media, $1 million free publicity.
Yeah, you're amazing, Daryl. And how did you find the night event, the tribe event tonight?
Interesting, a lot of interaction, a lot of content, a lot of laughing. All good.
Fantastic. And if people want to connect with you, where can they find you, Daryl?
They can't. Watch this space.
Very cool. Thanks, Daryl. Thanks for joining us. See you later. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
I felt like one. I just.
Hello. Who wants to talk next?
Hello. How you going?
Here's Peter Turner. He was also featured in our How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop today for his 72 hours film. Hang on, don't go in. Mr. Dar Davies, how did you find tonight?
Mr. Turner,
How did you?
We're going to make a movie together. We're making the darker side of paradise.
Yeah, I'm going to be the stunt coordinator, Peter.
Yeah.
And we're going to choreograph all the action and make it tip-top.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's great.
We got that also.
That's great.
Over here can do our
Website.
Oh, the website, of course, yes. Website.
Yeah. And Aldwyn, of course, she's the best. She's the best medical cop in the state. She's going to be, she's in the movie, she's a star. She gets shot.
I'm an actress as well. Now, Dar, you said this is one of the best events you've been to in ages. You just said before.
Yeah, no, totally.
That's because he's a freaking star. He wouldn't
Yeah.
Asking some questions.
Well, that's what stars do. They need to be heard. So.
You got a bunch of extroverts in the venue.
Yeah. Everyone talks over each other. It's like an Italian dinner.
Yeah, but it's like it's all. I learned a lot tonight.
Yeah,
I
great.
learned there's things I can't do and other people can do.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that too. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Turn your camera up, boy.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Dar Davies, legend of the stunt industry. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. Stunt Coordinator himself. Thank you, Mr. Dar Davies. Great to have you here. And, of course, Mr. Peter Turner, amazing filmmaker extraordinaire on the Gold Coast, doing the darker side of Paradise. Can't wait to see how that progresses. It's been a while. It's been a while in the making. But we're getting there. The thing is to keep making forward progress, right? And that's what's happening. And sometimes you need to reinvent things to do that. And it's all good. Okay, thank you. Thanks for coming. Oh, thanks, Pete. And well, if people want to catch up with you, they connect with you on the Darker Side of Paradise on Facebook and
Website.
the website, Darker Side of Paradise, and Peter Turner on Facebook. And any final comments about tonight, about how you found it?
Bloody wonderful. It was fun all the way through from the start to finish.
Fantastic. That's great. Pete, did you put your email address on the list? Okay.
And I'll come and get the books.
Oh, yes, we'll do that. Yep. Okay, fantastic. Thanks, Pete. That was Peter Turner and Mr. Dar Davies, absolute legends in their own field. We have some amazing people that come here to the Mass Media Tribe event, very creative people in the arts industries in many ways. So Dar Davies, if you look him up, now he was like the Evel Knievel of Australia in the 80s. He used to jump over 25 cars with a motorbike and do a high wire act with a lady spinning around underneath him. He was on a motorbike on the high wire and would triple somersault off the high wire and then get back up on the motorbike. Just phenomenal stuff. And here he is, a living legend here at the Mass Media Tribe Meetup, chugging along in his 50s, and he's been knocked unconscious 5 times and he keeps on going. He's amazing. And today at my workshop we had Colin Hanley here, who runs Stunt Park and Stunt Academy on the Gold Coast, and he's another legend in the field as well. And he was talking about his turning point today when he met Chuck Norris at 24 years of age and how that changed his future, meeting Chuck Norris, the actor. So amazing people here. Really so blessed to have such phenomenal people in the room. And Kerry and Nick are chatting away here. I'm getting a bit of an insider scoop here. Kerry's chatting away. We've got ABBA playing in the background, as you do. And Mr. Dar Davies, I was just talking about you. No, we're still going.
She wants to give you a hand of stuff.
We'll wrap up. I could do that in a minute. I'll just wrap up the live and then we'll pack up. Now we've chatted to Kerry Croft. There's the amazing Kerry Croft saying goodbye to Nick Cree. I'm reporting on all of it here.
I'm going.
Kerry, great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again soon. And Mr. Nick Cree, we loved your talk tonight. Everyone absolutely loved it so much they couldn't stop asking questions.
This is probably the best presentation I've done, and I didn't do most of the talk. It was a true discussion. So
It was.
some really good stuff happening. And,
It was amazing.
Yeah, this is a great group actually.
Thank you.
I would definitely come along here again because when I came as a speaker this time, but people here are so interesting. And the networking is great, and some really good questions and good discussion. So I think we've got a really, really good thing going here.
Thank you.
So, if anyone's thinking about coming along, definitely come because this would be one of the best meetups on the coast that I've been to. So
thank you, Nick. Thank you. Well, we do have legends in the arts industries of all sorts that turn up at our events. We had a Fox producer here today, Christopher Steer, who's actually here. Here he is, a former Fox producer and journalist, and amazing guy. And we had Colin Hanley here earlier from the Stunt Park, and Dar Davies here, who's another legend in the stunt field, and Peter Turner, who's a filmmaker on the coast. I mean, just phenomenal people. It's just
really good. I get to sort of meet with some famous people and rub shoulders with famous people. Don't get to do that every day.
No, you don't. You were brilliant, Nick, so thank you so much. So just, if you could just explain a little bit about what you do to those watching this right now. Hello, Aaron, Brendan, Rolf, Christopher, hello. For those watching, what do you do?
So what do I do? Well, actually I had a presentation all prepared tonight about what I do. But as it was the discussion, probably talks a lot more about what I do. So, probably the basics I think people really understand is I build websites.
Yep.
But that's only part of the job. Like websites are just a small part of online marketing. So I'm an online marketer and I help small business and medium business to use some of the technology that's available out there. So, technology, things like Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and it's like, how do you use all those sort of tools there in your online marketing and for your business so it actually works? Because a lot of people in the, I suppose, the online space, the online industry that are what we call them, probably practitioners. So they understand a little about it, and they've got a business around it, but they don't really understand the wider sort of context of what online marketing really is and how it works for business. So I guess I'll look at the bigger picture and then look at, so well, how do we actually use it for your business? What are the things that you can use to make your business work, to make it flourish, to make it grow, and more importantly, to make more money, make it profitable, and free up a whole lot of time. So
brilliant.
That's sort of in a nutshell, isn't it? It's a bit long.
That's great, Nick. And you run the Business Owners Smashing It Online Meetup group. I got that right. And you do that on the Gold Coast and Brisbane. I've spoken at that event before. You also have an awesome thing going with your events, I must say, Nick. So congratulations on that. And if people want to connect with you, what's the best way they can do that?
Probably the easiest way is just to go to, I'll probably have to spell it, nickcree.me. So it's nickcree.me. So that's my profile. It's got all my social media links there. Get to my website, get to my Facebook, LinkedIn, or whatever. So just feel free to connect. Look, I'm pretty happy to connect with anyone there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Nick. Any final words before we wrap up?
I just want to say thank you. This is a very, very entertaining night, very sort of helpful as well for me as well. And it's just been awesome. So thank you.
Oh, thank you, Nick. We love you. Thanks so much. The amazing Nick Cree here at the Mass Media Tribe Meetup. What an amazing night. It was so interactive tonight. It was phenomenal. It was a great group of people. And Nick just flowed beautifully, had answers to all the questions. He was amazing. So check him out, Nick Cree, nickcree.me, and you connect with him there. And for anyone who missed tonight, we're so sorry you missed it. You can come along to upcoming events. Just check out and join us at Mass Media Tribe on Facebook group or on the Meetup group. Okay, you need to look in the Gold Coast area for that Mass Media Tribe on Meetup. Thanks again for joining me. It's been an awesome day and so great to have so many amazing people here. As you can see, here they are chatting away.
It used to be like that. That was Rhodesia. And then Southern Rhodesia.
Yes, there they are. Amazing night. Thank you to everyone who supported tonight in any way, and thanks to all the other members of the Mass Media Tribe who are with us, all helping to promote more good news in the mass media. That's really what it's about, to help decrease depression, suicide rates, anxiety, and lift people's spirits out there so that they are they are happier with their life, and they we just had a little something happening in the background, so that they love their lives more. So if more people love their lives, they're kinder to themselves, kinder to others, we will have a much more peaceful world out there, and that's really what it's all about. And it starts with the power of one and the power of you getting positive messages out there to help impact the world around you. So let's all do our bit and let's live lives we love. I think that's really, really important because life is short, right? You want to make the most of it. And really what it's all about is I believe in the power of one and I believe in you. May your flame burn bright and light up all those around you. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Aldwyn, Altuney, also known as the Media Queen. It's a bit of fun. It's about stepping up with your message. And I really do hope that you step up with your message and that you share your truth. I think the world needs more of that and the world needs more good news. Thanks again for joining me, and come and connect again at a future event. I'll be in Melbourne on Tuesday running a workshop down there, and I'm speaking at a meetup on Monday night with Sandra Mataferri in Melbourne. So Melbourne Monday night and Tuesday, and upcoming events will be in the Mass Media Tribe group for upcoming meetups that I run, and the How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop as well. Thanks again for joining me. I can just keep on chatting, but I'll end it right there. Have a beautiful night or day wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.